Alright, Mazes and Minotaurs, Maze Master's Guide. Alright. Put a table of contents on the inside cover. As I said, I tend to make my own books of PDFs because it's easier for me to read it if it's in real paper. So this is the Maze Master's Guide. So first, to have a little bit about each of the gods, the Greek gods, and some of the others, like Asclepius, Dionysus, Hades. There's some minor ones. And a little bit of the geography of their game world. So, there's a game world that goes with Mazes and Minotaurs. And if you look, it's got a Greece, there's only 4 city-states, which are called the 3 cities of Mania. Mania stands for Greece in this. And Mania is the 4th of the 3 cities. And it's like a variation of Crete. The Isle of Proteus is another Crete. So there's 2 of them. But yeah, it represents the mythical time. Tritonis is supposed to be like Cyprus. And if you go south, there's the Desert Kingdom, which is sort of like Egypt. And Media is like Carthage. And the Stygian Empire is an empire of necromancers. And Charybdis is like sub-Saharan Africa with dinosaurs. Everybody wants to have Africa have dinosaurs for some reason. Umbria is like Mycenaean Greece. And Sybaris is a place where sorcerers rule. Hyperborea is where the barbarians come from. Amazonia is where the Amazons come from. Zacynthia is where the centaurs come from. Arcadia is a mysterious place that the Maze Master can fill in his own thing for. And the land of the sun is like Mesopotamia. And if you look way over here, you can see that Atlantis is part of this game world. But there's no Italy, no Rome. So it goes a bit into the history of this game world. Age of Heroes, and then it goes into creatures. Now, the way creatures are done in this is there's a very good system for it, and they're rated in ferocity. There's a measure of that, and cunning, and mystique, and size. It's very well organized. How many hit points does a creature have, basically? And they have these special abilities. Now, some of these, like crushing damage, affects combat. But others, like, I don't know, fearsome, well, that's not a good example. Lightning Fast, that's a better example. Lightning Fast affects initiative and evasion. It affects things that are built into the stats of the monster that the Maze Master does not need to worry about in play. So, are you staring at me? And it has, so using these rules, you can build your own custom creatures. So there's rules. It even gives you rules about how many glory points or wisdom points to add for things that they might have. So then it gets a bit into game mastering and creating adventures, the kinds of adventures you can have, like gathering heroes, monster hunts, artifact quests, mysterious islands, underworld journeys, and there's like a random generator, which friend of mine has expanded greatly on, but I had already put it in his book before he did that. So, and the random generator continues, and here's a great plot generator. You know, the basic plot: an adventure patron sends you to a main location with an adventure goal, and there's a complication. And this is intended as sort of a thing to stimulate you to create your own adventure. It's pretty handy. Then we come to the mythic items. And unlike D&D, most of the mythic items in this game are unique artifacts, like the breastplate of Ares. So I encourage the players to have different divine patrons so they don't fight over who gets to wear the breastplate of Ares or the helmet of Athena, because they're all unique. Not all of them. There's a few that are common, that are multiples of, like Hephaestus made more than one weapon. So there are a bunch of them. Head of Orpheus. I never actually use a head of Orpheus. And I added to this some of the magic items. There's a magazine that goes with Mazes and Minotaurs called the Minotaur. And I added the magic items from other issues of the Minotaur to this. Okay, so I even wrote one of these. Gifts of Grace. I wrote that. Anyway, that's it for the Mazes and Minotaurs Maze Master's Guide.